I would just like to say before anything, before starting chapter 408, also welcome to Hero Academia chapter 408. Um oh, why isn't this connecting? The fact that I witnessed, I don't know why I thought for like 2 seconds that All for One was straight up just the glowing baby. But I did say that that was a possibility, and then for some reason I believed it, despite the fact that All for One was born on the streets, literally. And yet my brain was like, "Oh wait, that means he's the glowing baby." I think for some reason I thought that he was moved to a hospital, but no. Those eyes are different, bro. Those eyes are different from the original glowing baby, man. So yeah. Sometimes I'm a moron. That's how it be. What just happened? Oh, that's what happened. Anyway, this is chapter 408. Last chapter, it was, well, from very much from their birth. He took the glowing baby's power because they were the original, well, the mom, I guess you could say, was the original quirk user. Other people probably were too, and it wasn't documented. But this also proves that quirks manifest are already within you when you're born, and they can manifest at any point. It's just that it seems that in society nowadays, it comes out when you're around 4 to 5 years old. This chapter was crazy, dude. It was wild. And he killed the first glowing baby, and he found his own dream. Essentially, he takes anything he wants. Ever since he was born, that's all he knew, that he would take everything he wanted. In a weird way, he's in a sense kind of like Shigaraki before he changed a bit. He's in a way a man-child as well, where he just wants to take, and anything that's taken away, he gets extremely upset. It's kind of fascinating, actually. That's why as he reverse ages, he's still the same personality, because that's how he's always been his whole life. He's literally been this his whole life. And either way, when the second took him away, the last panel here is him decimating his own brother. So let's see. Chapter 408 now. Oh my god. Oh my sweet Christ. He literally annihilated his own brother, bro. He like ripped his head in half. He completely destroyed him. And this one's called The Eyes Tell All. He named his brother Yoichi, with the kanji characters for bestow and won, because his brother was the very first thing given to him in life. At this point, it had been 2 months. Oh, that's not his brother he killed. He's been killing other people. Oh. He still ran away. I thought... Oh. At this point, it had been 2 months since his brother had walked away from him. Oh. I see. He did walk away in the last chapter. And then for 2 months, he was chasing and chasing and chasing. And he finally found them. And that's when he did it. He killed him right then and there. He locked eyes with the young man who had stolen away his brother. That precious possession of his. And there's the third as well. From birth, there had been no shine to his own eyes, as if they were clouded by thin membranes. Yeah, that's true. He's never been shown to have pupils. That's insane. Just soulless. The sight of the young man was never reflected in those eyes. Dude, these panels are fucking beautiful, dude. God. And then we cut to what I assume is after. He probably killed them all right then and there. Or at least the third escaped. The meta ability I thought I had granted him is gone. He had foisted a power on Yoichi, despite the latter's insistent refusal to accept that which had been stolen from others or used to force others into servitude. I've never observed such a thing before, and he kept the hand. My own power confirms that there's no meta ability left in Yoichi. Yeah, because he passed it on. I used to wonder if I'd somehow stolen his actual power when I was too young to be aware of it. But no further examination showed that he did have one. An insignificant, non-functioning bit of trash that my own power couldn't even recognize as a proper factor. As if the factor never quite took form when it should have. Due to malnourishment. Did it somehow activate itself? Wow. Oh, they escaped this time. Okay. I thought that was when he, took out the second and the third survived, but no, there's still a bit of time left. Hey, boss. That day when he gave us a thrashing, All for One didn't manage to touch you, right? Give it a rest, Bruce. Bruce? Just give me the results. Spit it out. You mentioned something about your body feeling off since then, and I'm surprised you even noticed. You've got 2 factors in you. Your original one, plus some kind of unformed dud. And he probably had to figure that shit out. Unless he told him. Right. I thought that might be the case. The meta ability I granted him was essentially absorbed by his own. Oh, right. I'm a fucking idiot. He put the power of, what was it? Did he put the stockpiling power in his brother? And then he had the other quirk that was able to, pass it on, basically. Either that or it was switched. My memory's foggy on that. But yeah, the brother's quirk eventually manifested once All for One put the other quirk into his own brother, and they both, manifested. And then that's when he gave that away to stockpile. That makes sense. The meta ability I granted him was essentially absorbed by his own, to make up for what it lacked. Stolen in a sense. I couldn't put a stop to my brother. You kept me alive. He only sees other human beings as playthings or as prizes to win. If you could have found even a bit of compassion for others. It's like within me, Yoichi's will still lives on. That it does. Because all quirk factors have that soul, that personality. Oh my god. The ability to both give and take could have been the kindest, most charitable power the world's ever known. But it's not what All for One did. My crocodile tears served to cause confusion and dismay. All that I loathed and everything I coveted, I had manipulated and corrupted to make it all my own. I only want to make you mine. Yet, you never behave as I wish. And he's showing everything I hunt and pursue. It shows him holding the second, crying because, well, in a sense, that's still his brother's in there. And then we go up here, fighting the third, eventually finding him and taking him out, but it had already been passed on yet again. That must be the doctor when he was really young. He found him. He was, I guess, at a public speak or something. And then, of course, he finds the fifth right here. Just fucking kills him. But again, not there. Goes back and back again. Now, the sixth. He literally cut the sixth in half. Jesus Christ. He just... done. And even when he's cut in half, he still gives some of his DNA to Nana Shimura. And he's just sitting there watching. And Nana, she takes it. And then it goes to her. And then she dies in front of All Might. And she gave it to All Might. Dude, this panel, holy shit. This is when they had their epic battle, and this is where he crippled All For One, and yet at the same time, All For One crippled All Might. Because the power had stockpiled so much that he was actually able to fight him for once. And of course, it didn't show the fourth, because he actually straight up secluded himself. Oh, dude. We finally get a panel of how this happened to him. Yet you slip through my grasp. Oh, God, I went back. What happened? Oh, Jesus. We finally get the panel itself on how All For One, got his face completely exploded and basically became Ballsack Head, as some people call him. And by that I mean Hey Suten. This is how it happened, bro. I mean, it makes sense, but like that very moment, bro. That very moment is what like changed a lot of things actually, because it caused All Might to eventually retire because he was weakening. All For One to go into hiding, eventually grooming Shigaraki. Actually, he already had groomed Shigaraki at this point, but he still was gravely scarred and he had to back out. Oh, shit. He's just sitting there with All For One's corpse. But it seems it was recovered. And the doctor... Dude, so he really killed All For One there. He actually killed him, I think. Because the doctor seems to be the only person that would have feasibly been able to bring him back. Why would they show the doctor? Bro. All Might thought it was over. He thought it was over, dude. All the way up until he finally relearned of his existence. And now we're back in the present. You're to blame for it all, Kudo! Oh. Kudo's bloodline was ended, leaving nothing to chance. I even eliminated every woman and child he'd been close to. If Kudo's blood somehow runs through the boy's veins. I never really thought of that. There was always like the reincarnation and time theory that like Bakugo was somehow that was Kudo. But it makes sense if his bloodline somehow managed to continue on and Bakugo is actually like his descendant. That would be insane if that's true. If that's actually true, that would be wild. But he's saying that he destroyed the bloodline. But he reminds him of Kudo so much, it can't just be looks. It's not just the looks. If Kudo's blood somehow runs through the boy's veins, surely I would have sensed that first time. Or sensed it that first time. Yeah, when he encountered him back in Season 3. It's all in the eyes. Back then, his eyes didn't have that look to them. What? Ever since his quirk awakened. Just an incidental resemblance. Yet, I'm convinced that a willful resolve resembling Kudo's has crossed time and space. to thwart me. I think it's just pure happenstance. The awakening of this quirk. The drive that he has, bro. Dude. Forcibly warping him away won't do much to tear this thorn from my side, because the only viable warp points are All Might and Tomura, who are nearby to start with. I can't afford to drag out this battle, as it would shrink me further, even when I do reach Tomura. Conflict is inevitable, as he's already rejected me once. Yeah, he tried to gloop him and he swallowed it, and he's like, nope, you're not doing that to me. He's crossed time and space to thwart me, dude. That's crazy. I must save all my remaining strength to succeed in that transfer. Such was my thinking, but no, enough of this. Shit. Killing you, reaching my goal, executing the transfer, all are one and the same. Oh, what is happening now? He's mutating a lot. Ow! God, I hit my foot! Oh! The brother. Here he comes. Omnifactor Unleash. All for one goal. What the fuck is this, bro? He's mutated so much. It's like all of the quirk factors he stole, all of those like souls within him, especially with the quirk theory where it's too hard to control, it's all just all conglomerated. Holy shit. And Bakugo is just fucking floating there like I'm ready. Bruh, I will pass. He is literally disintegrating everything behind him as he's flying forward with this. The entire city is disintegrating behind him. Oh my god. And Bakugo, being a fucking badass, is just standing there with like fucking feet just exploding. A massive energy surge to fuel his propulsion? I forgot that, I forgot that he's there. Edgeshot. Does he intend to claim victory with this single burst? This will revert him back to a baby. He's bet the whole shebang on this. Yeah, this is so much energy that he will revert. Dodge it, kid! Bakugo just floating there with his sweat, glistening, exploding. Some genius I am. How could I ever hope to beat that? He acknowledges that this shit is too much. So what's he gonna do? I bet he could dodge it. That, or he just gung-hos it and just fucking flies forward at like max like speed and like intercepts it or something. But he's saying, how could... Oh my god. That was a great flashback. Like that whole thing through and through, how it all finally... We get like pretty much confirmation... Well, not confirmation, but like how they all died too. It's so horrible, but everything that led up to this moment, it's all here. All for one. Effectively, and I know it was his mother, but effectively the first quirk user in a funny way. Oh, jeez, man. That is so wild. Studio Bones, sorry about this, I guess. This is gonna be CG for sure. Some genius I am. How could I ever hope to beat that? We'll have to see, Bakugo. We'll have to see. A week from now, right? I think so. Let me take a look here. Are we on break? We're not on break, so we'll be reading more Hero Academia and One Piece on Sunday, of course. But with that, we're done. I appreciate y'all watching. This is so intense, bro. Can't wait for next week. So with that, we're done. Have a good one. See you later.